Thursday afternoon at BCA. It's senior night. 2 games, of course, between SLA and BCA. The last home game ever for both Roberta Rosa and Ava Strutter. And here's BCA starting off with possession. They've been very tightly knit in both games against SLA this year. And Roberta Rosa misses a 3 to start the game and ends up on the ground on the bounds. An unfortunate first 12 seconds of play. Now here's number 0. Romero in the area. She gets it all over the 15. 15 takes it again. And Alcio Ferreira rushes to her area. Looking, clocking it to her left out to 32. High pass out to 23. She puts it down. Gets it out back to 15. Here's 0 now. Out to 1 in the paint. Floater. And good defense by Strenning to keep her in check. Now here's Roberta Rosa. And that pass to Maurice goes too far and out of bounds. SLA get it back, no score. 41 seconds into this one. Here's 23. Takes it back beyond the line. Defended by Roberta Rosa. And that pass is picked off by Maurice, who gets it out to Rosa. Now something brewing here. Here's Roberta Rosa. Twirling around. Bounce pass out to Maurice in the corner. Pressured heavily. Gets it out to Strenning in the paint. No shot. She gets out to Maurice. Takes it again in the paint. Falls to the ground. It's a travel. Looked to me like there might have been some contact out on that end. Or just perhaps the sense of mind taking that one over. Nothing called. Now here's 32. Out to 15. Ignacio Ferran here. Here's 0. Bounce pass 1. Loses it briefly. Tries to get it to 15. This is just going to go out the back of the court. They'll take it though anyway. Backcourt violation. Surely preferable to 2 easy breakaway points. Now here's Maurice. Minute and a half into this one. Still no score. Sure to be low scoring like the first matchup between these 2 teams. Back in Lancaster. Here's Roberta Rosa with a 3 off the rim. Deflected around a bit. Maurice, good rebound. Here's Ignacio Ferreira. Won't go. And number 0 comes down with it. Out to 15. Here's 32 in the corner of the paint. Back to 15. Defended by Ferreira. Here's 23. Out to 0. This shot doesn't go. Number 1 with a great rebound at first, but she couldn't get it past the wall of the Eagles. Now here's Roberta Rosa. Rosa's fouled, and she falls to the ground as she tried to run into the paint. It would be called on number 0 of SLA. And Aaliyah Maurice will inbound it here. 5:51 left in the first period. Still no score. Eagles threatening. Here's Strenning in the corner. Out to Rosa. Back up to Strenning, a pain and Ava. Strenning couldn't hit the shot. Goes out of bounds. Timeout BCA with 5:42 in the first period. No score. As we exit the timeout, it's good to remember everything your seniors have done for you on senior night. Roberta Rosa, of course, far and away the highest scoring player in the girls' team's history. And Ava Strenning, even though it's only her first year, has provided a burst of power not often seen in the girls' side of the sport. As Roberta Rosa steals that pass, goes all the way down and scores. Eagles on the board first. Now here's 0, defended by Romero, puts up a jump shot, won't go. 15 rebound, stays in bounds, gets out to 32, puts up a 3, won't go. Rebounded by the one who towers above the rest. Ava Strenning. Now here's Roberta Rosa out to Maurice in the paint, and Aaliyah Maurice has scored. 4-0 BCA. Just over 3 minutes into this one. At least one of the offenses starting to heat up a bit. Here's 32 trying to do that for the Satyrs, and that pass too. Not what anticipated. It goes out of bounds, and BCA get it back. Here's Maurice out to Rosa, who scored that brilliant play to get BCA on the board first. Now rolls to her right. Here's Ferrero with a 3. It goes off the rim, doesn't go. Rebound. Rosa. She gets it out to Moraes. High pass for Ferrer, but she pops it down. Back out to Moraes. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Roberta Rosa. Floater. Won't go. Little scramble for it. It's a jump ball. But that's going to be Seder ball as BCA won the opening tip-off. Almost halfway through the first period. 4-0 BCA. Low scoring one here tonight. Crowd on its feet here. Ball's popped out of bounds. It's going to remain SLA ball. And number 32 inbounding it. 4:13 remain in the first period. Out to 2, beyond the line. Here's 0. Out to 32 in the corner. Defense swimming it well, but 32 floats one up, and this is bad. Roberta Rosa rebounds it. Another opportunity for BCA. Here's Roberta Rosa moving both ways. Gets it out to Moraes. Aaliyah Moraes is fouled. You could surely see the contact there. She was practically smothered as she went up for that shot. She'll get 2 from the line. 3:56 in the first period. First shot won't go. Couple substitutions on the SLA side. Not expecting to see too many of them for BCA today. Second shot, no good either. 23 rebounds it. And here's number 0, trying to turn SLA's first period fortunes around. Here's 23 now. Timeout SLA. 3:46 remain in the first period. Timeout comes to a close. No timeout substitutions on the BCA side. But number 2 comes into the game for the SLA Satyrs. SLA, even though they haven't been able to do anything on offense, still hanging in this one. They trail by 4 with 3:46 in the first period. Here's number 0, moves to a right defender. Oh, what a pass out to 2, who struggles with it, buying for some time there. Now she floats one up, but it goes off the rim. Please don't do the ball. And here's Roberta Rosa. 3:29 remain in the first period. Now Ferrer out to Strutting, right outside the point, and Ava Strutting hits the side of the backboard. SLA ball. 3:15 remain in the first period. And they try to swarm 2 as she receives the pass. No avail, but the defense still applying good pressure here. Here's 0, defended by Romero. Bounce pass is tipped off by Romero and picked off by Rosa. And Roberta Rosa misses the shot this time. Would have been an even better play than the last one had that gone through. But it remains 4-0. Now here's number 0. 23 now. Pass is broken up. SLA still have it. Here's 0, defended very well by Juliana Romero. Here's 23, jump shot, won't go, and it's rebounded again by Ava Strutting. And 32 almost picked that one off, but jumped a little early. So here's Roberta Rosa. Race down the line, giving it out to Romero. Now here's Rosa from the corner with a 3. Oh, it doesn't go. That would have put this crowd on its collective ears. But it remains 4-0 still. 2:10 now remain in the first period. Here's 23. Brilliant pass out to 1, but she couldn't handle it well. And on the rebound attempt, just gave it right to Moraes instead. Still good effort there, though, with BCA ball. Inside 2 minutes now in the first period. Here at BCA, here's Rosa with a 3, but she missed it to her right. Goes out of bounds, the overall SLA ball.
Go, we go!
1:50 now remain in the first period. And it's 15, getting it over the 13 to start this SLA possession. It's been a game of both good defense and bad offense, especially for SLA's offense. And it continues here. Leah Moraes picked off the pass. Now here's Roberta Rosa. Rosa pushes off 13 foots, went up. And they're gonna say she's fouled. I thought they were calling a travel on her for a second. It looked like she took a step or two there before the shot. Instead, she'll get 2 shots from the line. Yeah, first one doesn't go. And still no free throws made for either team. 6 minutes and 28 seconds into this one. This one doesn't go, and great effort by Sterling there, but 32 comes down with it in the end after it broke free. Now she receives a pass, gets it over to 34, takes it again. Bounce pass to 34. They're trying to break through these potent BCA lines. Here's 15. Bobbles the pass a bit, recovers, gets it over to 34. Here's 32, jump shot, goes! And SLA are finally on the board, almost 7 minutes into this one. And somehow that cuts the lead in half. This is how this game has gone so far. But here's Roberta Rosa. Step back, shot clock at 25. Rosa with a 3, missed it short. Goes out of bounds. That'll be SLA ball. And just with that, Dan Moraes does chat briefly with his daughter over what I was thinking that she could have rebounded that one. That one goes out of bounds. It's going to remain SLA ball as Ferreira tipped it. But after the chat, he decided, I guess, that she couldn't have rebounded it, and this is just horrible passing on the SLA offense. Just brutal. 34.9 remain in the first period. BCA ball up 4-2. Here's Ignacio Ferreira out to Romero. Moraes now. Roberta Rosa corner, drives up, gets it out to Strunning. Now here's an open Ferreira with a 3. Got it! First play of the game. It's 7-2 BCA. Ignacio Ferreira, as she seems to start every game off with the first 3. And now she's picked off a pass. She hands it over to Moraes for 5 seconds in the first period. Here's Rosa. Roberta Rosa's block. And that's going to be the first period, it seems. And it will. 7-2 BCA after 1. As we enter the second. So far, the signature play of the game on senior night belongs to a sophomore. Here's Roberta Rosa. Rolling to her left. Defended by 15. That's a good screen. Here's Rosa, but she missed the shot. Good fight by Strang. That's a jump ball. And even though it ends up SLA ball, great effort there by Ava Strelling. It looked like there was no chance she would get that one. But she did. Now here's 0-1. Good handling by number 1, but it goes out of bounds. They'll rule a BCA ball. Seems Moraes got a hand on it, but it hit number 1's hands last after she knocked the ball free. Now here's Roberta Rosa. Less than 30 seconds into the second period. Rosa spins around, drifts to her left. Good screen by Romero, but the pass, not as good. It's picked off. Now it's SLA ball. Here's number 0, past half court. Number 0, bounce pass 23, and 23 defended very well by the 2 sophomores. And she just has to throw it away, and Romero came down with it. Here's Rosa out to Moraes. Good play by Moraes to get that one, even though it's a bit underthrown. Here's Rosa with a 3, missed a short. Rebound Romero. Romero has it popped out. It's a little hot potato for a little while, and that's going to end up Seder ball. And they'll say Moraes pushed her out of bounds there, it seems. And a timeout taken by Dan Moraes. Timeout comes to a close. Here's number 0, trying to get SLA back on track. They have just 2 points so far, giving up a very big seeming number 7. Little scrambling around. 0 is able to get it over the 23. Has it again. Defended very quickly by Romero. Ball starting to move around pretty fast. This is good basketball by SLA so far, but they're unable to capitalize. Here's one with a rebound. Puts it through. Great play by basically the entire SLA offense there. Moving out of the ball around really well. A great rebound and finish by 1. Love to see it, even on senior night for the home team. Here's Ignacio Ferreira. Couldn't hit this one and somehow gets away from what could have been a jump ball, and SLA have a good chance to make this really a game again. Here's number 0, defended by Romero. Out to 15. Here's 23, won't go, or 32. Rebounded by our 23, Aaliyah Maurice. Now here's Roberta Rosa. Defended by both 32 and 0. Here's Ignacio Ferreira with a 3. This one doesn't go. Rebound Maurice, and 1! Some of the loudest I've heard this building this year. Now she'll have a chance to make it a 6-point game with 5:38 in the first half.
Good basket, 1 shot.
Puts it through. 6-point game now. Each time SLA has scored, BCA eventually responded with 3 points. And now Maurice has just picked off that pass for the 3rd time today. Here's Rosa. Maurice. Good play to keep that in bounds by Aaliyah Maurice. Oh my goodness. Now here's Rosa shredding paint. She's going to score, ain't she? She's fouled. She'll got 2 from the line.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. We'll take a break. Raucous ovation as Ava Stenning stands up. One of the most unfortunate occurrences you could ever imagine on senior night. Her father attending the game and helping her off onto the bench. And she has as much in tears as I have ever seen anybody. The break continues. Tessa Citro, the 6th grader, will take these 2 shots instead. And put the first one through. But still a very melancholy feel all over the building. Citro almost hit that one. Violation. That shot wouldn't have counted anyway had it gone in. 5:13 remain in the first half. Here's number 0, defended by Vanillian Citro. And a little scrum around. Here's number 1, and number 1 couldn't hit the shot. Good rebound by Maurice. And I am being called by something that says scam likely on it while I'm recording. I shouldn't be able to see calls while I'm recording. Here's Roberta Rosa. Great play. Oh, but it doesn't sink through. Let me decline this call real quick. Mom, I got a scam likely call while I'm recording. 2 shots instead of 1 for Roberta Rosa. That would have been a great moment if she was able to sink the M1. Sink the first shot.
She needs to be seen.
Second shot off to the right. 32 rebounds it. SLA ball. 4:40 remain in the first half. Here's number 2. Pump fakes. And pass is broken up, but they couldn't pick this one off. Ball rolls on the ground a bit. Here's 32. Jump shot won't go. Rebound Maurice. BCA ball. Here's Roberta Rosa. Out to Maurice. Brilliant play by Maurice. Now getting out to Ferreira. Maurice takes it again. Here's Rosa. Fakes for 3. Moves up a little. Back out to Ferreira. Bobbles the ball. Good play by Rosa to keep it. 15 seconds on the shot clock though. They have to hurry. Roberta Rosa with a 3. Missed it short. But what was she thinking there? Number 2. What was she thinking there? I mean, that was SLA ball. All you have to do is dodge that ball like a meteor. Here's Ferrer with a corner 3. This time a warranted rebound by 2. And SLA get it back. Here's number 2. Defended well by Citro. Very well, in fact, as she completely folded over that pass and threw it to the wall. It's good defense, as we've seen from Tessa Citro all year. 4-7, lots of pressure. 3 minutes and 43 seconds remain in the first half. Here's Rosa with a 3. This time it goes off to the right again. Ball goes out. And about the same situation as the last one. The race inbounding. Eagles lead by 6. Good play by Ferreira to keep that one. Rosa fakes a 3. Steps back, defended by 0 and 15. Citro setting up the screen in the area. Rosa again to Aaliyah Moraes. Tries to push off a woman a bit, but instead number 0 picks off that pass. Here's 15, and 15 doesn't score. Ball rolls on the ground a bit, and it's a jump ball. This time it will go to BCA. One of those peculiar little sequences there. Now a timeout is taken by SLA. Timeout comes to a close. It's BCA ball. Unfortunately, it does not look like Strennan will be able to come back into this game. Strong condolences. That's all I can say there. Here's Rosa defended by 0. Moraes now with a 3. Missed it far. And it's SLA ball. It's wrestled around a bit, but it's going to be SLA ball anyway. Good defensive effort there by the white shirts. 2:55 remain in the first half. Here's 0 out to 23. Rosa in the area, 23. Good bounce pass out to 32, but she couldn't hit the shot. SLA's offense just hasn't been able to get anything going whatsoever. Here's Roberta Rosa, defended well by 0. All the traffic down that corner. What a move by Rosa, but she's blocked. If she was able to hit that shot, it would have been one of the plays of the year. Here's 32. This jump shot doesn't go either. Moraes does a good job to get it over to Rosa. BCA get it back. Oh, here's Roberta Rosa. She's fouled by 32, which caused her to take a couple steps. Leah Moraes still unbound in this one. .208 remain in this first half. 10-4 BCA. Here's Rosa, swatted out and stolen by number 2. Out to 15. Great play by 15 to keep it in bounds, but Ferrer recovers it anyway. As I say, always love to see good effort though. Here's Rosa. She's fouled. It's what Dan Moraes has said, that he can be happy with a loss, pissed with a win. And that, anyone who sees a good defensive play like that is going to be happy with a loss. Did you do your best? Did you put 100% effort in? Rosa seemed to with that shot. It's 11-4. She's 2 for 2. BCA, of course, on their bonus with the high amount of fouls we've seen. Here's 23. She scores. And it's back to a 6-point game. The quickest response we've seen by a long shot in this game after an opposing team scored. 90 seconds remain in the first half. Here's Aaliyah Moraes. Twirls around a bit, and number 2 gets in the area. Moraes again, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Loses the ball. Great play to keep it. and limit the defense to a jump ball, and so this is going to remain BCA ball. I'd say it's a triple header tonight because Celtics Knicks is on Prime Video at 10:30. Sure, a lot of people in this building will watch that as Ferreira misses a three to her right. 1:12 remain in this one. The first half. Here's number 0 taking it past half court in a 6-point game. SLA still very much in this one, but this shot doesn't go through, and it's rebounded by Roberta Rosa. Here's Rosa. Defended by 0. Crowd as loud as it's been besides shots that were made all game. Here's Rosa missing a 3. And SLA get it back just over 40 seconds in the first half. Here's 32, floater, won't go. And it's BCA ball, shot clock is turned off. Here's number 1, Roberta Rosa out to Maurice. Back out to Rosa, takes a 3, steps back, corner 3, missed it short. While she's been good from the paint and from the line today, she's struggling to hit the 3s. Here's number 0, 8 seconds in the half. That shot is blocked, and there's one more chance for BCA before half. Here's Rosa from half court. Oh, scores, and that's the half. 12-6 BCA. We enter the second half in one of the lowest scoring games I've ever seen. No substitutions on the BCA side. Or on the SLA side, it'll be SLA ball. And as putrid as their offense has been so far today, why is my camera blurry like that? Here's number 0, puts it through. I didn't know, and then drop through, and they score less than 10 seconds into the second half. As putrid as they've been, as I said, they've kept in this one. Here's Rosa missing a 3. And even Mr. Matson says it's the lowest scoring game he's ever been to. Little scramble around all 5 BCA defenders on number 32 there. Here's 15, that shot misses way to the right. I don't know why the camera is so bright like that, but whatever, it doesn't matter. You can still tell what's going on. Here's Ignacio Ferreira missing a 3, and number 23 of the wrong team comes down with it. Here's 0, driving forward, bounce pass, the shot, won't go. Here's number 32, couldn't hit, second chance, goes through, it's a 2-point game. I think we have another competitive one on our hands, just like the first matchup. The second one not nearly as close. Here at BCA, here's Ignacio Ferreira, 3 doesn't go. It went all across the rims, but couldn't sink through, and now it goes out of bounds. You can just feel not only the emotion of that injury, but you can just feel the loss when it comes to rebounding, getting good, screens, all that, with no Ava screaming in. Here's number 0. Bounce pass out to 32. Here's number 1. Oh, she couldn't tie the game, and goes out of bounds. It's going to be BCA ball. Most competitive this game has been all day. Or all night. Here's Roberta Rosa. Minute and 40 seconds into this third period. Maurice fakes a 3. Gets it out to Rosa. She fakes the 3. Defended by 32. It's knocked out of bounds. They'll say it last hit 32. I don't know what's up with that. Maurice out to Ferreira. Here's Rosa now, defended by 0, and Roberta Rosa bounce passes out to Maurice, but it's stolen. Here's number 0, good chance for SLA, and 0 ties it. 12-12. 6 unanswered points by SLA to start out the first half, and a timeout taken. 40 seconds to clean up this mess, and I think that qualifies, though somebody might slip a bit like Lucas Gustavo Bronco did back in Kings Academy. BCA ball with a tie game. 5:50 remain in the third corner. Here's Roberta Rosa. Jump shot doesn't go. Good effort by her to somehow rebound that one. Good play by Moraes. Here's Rosa in the corner with a three. Missed it to her right. Good rebound by Moraes. Keeps it in bounds. Still BCA ball. Here's Moraes out to Rosa, defended by 0. Citro now. Out to Ignacio Ferreira. Here's Rosa with a three. Missed it again. And, my goodness, just horrible luck for SLA there. BCA will still have the ball. So I guess it all counts as one possession. Very lengthy one at that. And that pass is tipped out of bounds. Whose ball? I think it's going to remain BCA ball, and it is. Here's Moraes. She's got Rosa. Now Moraes. SLA defense has come alive very much, and now they've come down with a steal. Here's 0. Out to 32. She missed the shot. Ball's on the ground, goes out. They'll stay at still SLA ball. .508 in the third period. 12-12 game. BCA hasn't played a game since Monday. Before that, they hadn't played, 6 days. So they're coming off a lot of rest. Here's 32, goes through, and SLA on their first lead in the game. And they're just chanting normal defense. So Ferreira woke up as that one was in the air. Here's Aaliyah Moraes. She is not fouled, but recovers that one after it was blocked. Roberta Rosa ties it. Roberta Rosa comes in the clutch. And the Eagles' first points of the second half makes it 14-14. It may not sound like a shot that is ordinarily clutch, but a low-scoring game like this, any shot is clutch. That's a foul, and that's going to be 2 free throws for number 0. You can tell by the way the 35 looks, the red stretching out like that. I mean, maybe it won't look like this on the second playthrough, but I'm sure it will.
I was moving it.
First shot goes off the rim. And it remains tied. All of the boys players from both teams now in their locker rooms are watching film or something as number 0 misses both shots off the rim. That could haunt them later on in this game. Here's Moraes. Keeps that one. She's blocked by number 1. Brilliant defensive play. It will still remain BCA ball. Here's Moraes. Lots of pressure. Beautiful pass though. Now here's Ignacio Ferreira. Out to Rosa. Roberta Rosa defended by 15. Rolls to right. Loses the ball. And a little scramble. I believe it's gonna be BCA ball, and it is. Blue kicked it. Somebody on SLA kicked that ball. Here's Rosa with a 3. Roberta Rosa has finally come alive with a 3. And the Eagles are back on top. Here's number 0, defended by Romero. 32 in the corner. Pass is picked off, and BCA surely have the momentum again now. Here's Roberta Rosa. Another 3. In and out. Goes out of bounds. It's still going to be BCA ball. And imagine what this building would have sounded like if that 3 went through. 3:37 in the third period. 17-14 BCA. Somehow, Rosa punctured through everybody. Here's Moraes. Pass is blocked. And they'll inbound it again. Great play by Rosa to keep that one alive. This might have been SLA ball. Yeah. Here's Moraes. Out to Rosa. Good play by Roberta Rosa. Back out to Maurice, beyond the line, 3:26 in the third period. Now Rosa drives up into the paint. Looking, getting it over to Ignacio Ferreira. Doesn't go. And it's going to be SLA ball. Here's number 15. Out to 0. 32 with a 3. Missed it. Guess you can call that an air ball, though. It kind of caught the bottom of the rim after it went on a weird angle. Here's Rosa. Out to Ignacio Ferreira. Rosa takes again. Now Maurice in the paint. Ignacio Ferreira again. Missed the 3. Good. Lunging rebound by Maurice. Citro would have gotten it anyway. Here's Rosa with a 3. She's fouled. It's going to be 3 shots from the line for Roberta Rosa. Three perhaps pivotal shots on her senior night. First one won't go. Don't want to let the butterflies get in your way. 2 shots remain. Even one of them going through would be massive. She'll need to make this one now. Everybody knows the difference between 3 points and 4 points. Puts it up, doesn't go. Good rebound by Ignacio Ferreira. She tried to shoot and was blocked. SLA with a chance to regroup now in a 17-14 game. Here's 32 outside the paint. 15-minute 3 goes through. Though counted as a 2, so I guess her feet were not indeed behind the line. It's 17-16. Here's Roberta Rosa. Great play by Rosa. She's fouled. The shot doesn't go, and so she'll get 2 shots. After missing all 3 about 30 seconds ago. Good chance to make up for it here for Roberta Rosa. First one goes through. The lead is 2 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds in the third period. Makes them both this time. Nothing but net as well. Seder ball. Wonder what is up with this. Here's number 0, loses it. 32 recovers. Here's 2 with a 3. Doesn't go off the rim and a good rebound. Reaching into the sky is Ignacio Ferreira. And it's BCA ball up 3. Inside 2 minutes in the third period. Here's Ferreira with a 3. Missed it short. SLA ball and 0 with a good chance here. And number 0 is stolen from they'll still get to inbound it. But what happened there? Here's 23. She's blocked. 32. Second chance goes for. Tipped by an Eagle defender. With good positioning there. And a little bit of luck for 23. It's back to a 1-point game. Here's Roberta Rosa. Defended by 0. Not quite in the corner. She rolls to her right. Roberta Rosa with a 3. Off the rim. Rebounded Maurice. 1:15 left in the third period. Leading by 1. Rosa. Everyone's covered. Here's Rosa with a 3. Goes in and out. And it's going to be SLA ball down 1. And what a third quarter this has been. Turning this from a snoozer into a great game. Here's 2 with a 3. Doesn't go. She had too much mustard on it. Here's 15 after rebounding it. Gets it out to 0. Bounce past 23. Payne missed the shot well short. Oh my. Rosa. Crowd as loud as it's been all game. Inside. 30 seconds now in the third period. 1-point Eagle lead. Shot clock at 17. Here's Aaliyah Maurice. Missed it. Too much power. What a rebound by Maurice. Still Eagle ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Race from the corner. Drives up. 5 seconds. Rosa 3. Got it! Roberta Rosa. It's a 4-point game. Final play in the corner. Here's 23. Loses the ball. There's going to be 2/10 of a second remaining. Pretty much no chance they'll be able to do anything with this amount of time. They let the buzzer sound. What a play by Roberta Rosa. Eagles up by 4, entering the 4th. We enter the 4th. Eagle ball up by 4 after a massive 3 by Rosa. With 7 seconds in the 3rd period. Here's Rosa. Beyond the line, defended by 15. Out to Ignacio Ferreira. The 3 doesn't go. Number 1 rebounds it. There's a foul. I think that's going to be on Moraes. And it is. SLA ball now. Here's 0. Bounce pass out to 2. Pump fakes. Now puts up a 3, but she missed it way far. And a little scramble for it. It's Roberta Rosa with a steal. Gets it out to Moraes. William Moraes missed it short. And a little popping around. Moraes has it for the moment. Out to Rosa. Great play on both ends. There's a foul. It's a foul on number 15. They'll inbound it. Shot wouldn't have counted, I guess, if it went through. Here's Romero, out to Rosa. Ferrer with a 3, won't go. Number 1 rebounds it, and ends up on the ground. Out of bounds, it'll still be SLA ball. Here's number 0. Out to 2. Now his one pass is tipped out of bounds by Moraes.
In the middle.
Here's 32. Inbounding. Out to 23. Lead cut in half. 7 minutes to go. Whistle blows. Don't know what that's about. Seems to be as substantial as a Seinfeld episode. Here's Roberta Rosa. Oh, Romero wasn't looking for the pass. Great play by William Moraes to get there. Here's Rosa with a 3. Got it again! Roberta Rosa with 2 of the most memorable 3s of her life, and it's a 5-point lead for BCA. 32, out to 2, and it's stolen by Rosa. Her hot streak continues, and Roberta Rosa missed the shot. Little wrestle for the ball there. It's a jump ball. SLA ball. Scoreboard says 25-20. Barely visible though. Here's 0 out to 32. It almost put the 3 down. That would have been huge. But it remains a 5-point game. 6 minutes to go. Here's Rosa. To her right with a 3. Got it again! No secreto! Timeout SLA. On her special night, Roberta Rosa with 3 huge 3s in the last 3 minutes. And that single-handedly has given BCA a 9-0 run. She has put the team on her back tonight. And they are starting to be able to smell it. They lead by 8. Inside 6 minutes to go. Here's number 0. Up to 2. 30 seconds. The shotgun pass is tipped. And Juliana Romero comes down with it and loses it for a moment. Which settles the moment down. Now it's back to an ordinary possession. Here's Roberta Rosa. Out to Ignacio Ferreira. Here's Rosa, defended by 0. Shot clock inside 20 seconds. Aaliyah Moraes. Rosa corner. Pump fakes now, puts up a jump shot. This one misses well short. Feel she had a couple opportunities for a 3 there, but player knows best, huh? Here's 2 with a 3, and she missed it to her right. And that was not the shot. Absolutely not. Coach of SLA has to be in fumes after that one. Here's Roberta Rosa. Out to Ferreira. Corner shot. In and out. Hate to see a shot go in and out like that. Here's 0. Out to 2. Good decision there. That's a foul on the part of Aaliyah Moraes. I believe she has 3 tonight, though with 4 minutes to go. An 8-point lead at that. Shouldn't be too much to worry about. Here's 23 taking a lot of time. 32 pass is picked off by Ignacio Ferreira. Here's Rosa. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the girls' slot of senior night. Roberta Rosa out to Moraes, puts up a 3, but she missed it far. Good rebound by Romero. That's a jump ball. It's going to remain BCA possession. Only the second jump ball in this game to go BCA's way, given the timing of most of them. 4 minutes and 1 second to go. Rosa from the corner. Drifts to her right. Now to her left. She puts up a shot. Goes for it. Rosa again. It's an 11-2 run and a 10-point lead for BCA. Here's 23. As loud as a roar as possible at BCA. Pass is picked off by Roberta Rosa. This is unbelievable. Roberta Rosa around the logo. Eagles, if they score once, it could be the dagger. So SLA would have to score 50% of their point total. As of now, they even tie. Here's Rosa. That shot doesn't go through. Second chance is an air one for Aaliyah Moraes. Good positioning. Waited for a second and put it through just in time for the foul. And surely now BCA have won this one. There's a streaker on the court. Just what we saw on the Super Bowl 2 Sundays ago. And this timeout is coming to a close just any second now. Ava Strenning is back on the bench. Doesn't seem like she's coming in now. The free throw coming in for Aaliyah Moraes after the timeout. And they are indeed able to ice her. I don't think that was the goal. But here we are, 3 minutes to go. Here's number 32, defended by Citro. Number 2 corrals that pass. Puts it to her right to 32. Here's 15 with a 3. Doesn't go. Volleyed into the hands of Roberta Rosa. How fitting. Here's Ignacio Ferreira. Back out to Rosa. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game. Eagles by 12. Roberta Rosa. Out to Ignacio Ferreira. Here's Moraes. Defended well. Ferreira with a 3. Won't go. And it's rebounded by 15 after she let it by her once. And here's 0. Out to number 2. Desperation times for SLA, and Rosa has another steal. She has the ball right past the logo. Takes it again after a brief hiatus to Nacio Ferreira. Now Ferreira receives another pass from around the free throw line. Takes it again. A little back and forth. Shot clock at 13. Rosa out to Aaliyah Murray. She's fouled. Shot doesn't go. It curled to the left, but she'll get 2 free throws. Already up by 12. First shot is good. Some of the younger boys from the varsity team getting ready. Second shot goes in, and now good play by Roberta Rosa. And her senior night has so far become perhaps her signature night. Here's Anacio Ferreira. Out to Roberta Rosa. No look pass. Now she takes it again. Shot clock at 14. Going back and forth again. Here's Murray. She's got Rosa. Roberta Rosa. Can't hit this shot. Murray's with a good rebound. Out to Ferreira as the shot clock resets. And that's a steal for number 0. Defended well by Roberta Rosa. Here's 2 she's blocked. And who else? It ends up in the hands of Rosa. Past half court. Bounce pass out to Anacio Ferreira. 45 seconds remain. The Eagles have, of course, already won this game. It's a 13-point game. Just eating up the rest of that clock. It's a little bittersweet with the injury to one of the seniors. But they've made it work as much as they could. 3 seconds left. Here's Rosa. This 3 goes short. SLA get it. And they'll, I guess, try to score one more time before the clock runs out in the final 15 seconds. Here's 32 from the corner. Missed it short. And once again, it ends up in the hands of Roberta Rosa. And it's still in her hands as the clock runs out. BCA have won the game 33-20.